2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the great dynasties, not just in basketball, but in all of sports. Kenny, this is a franchise that's used to winning.
Yes, Magic has done a great job of rebuilding this team, cultivating this young talent and creating a really positive culture.
Kenny, you know you live there. Free agents love L.A. This franchise doesn't stay down for long.
Thanks for joining us, as we'll go now courtside with Kevin Harlan for the call.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just 1 win in their last 5 games.
And you know, for the Spurs, they've had a horrendous start to the season. They're really creating a lot of work for themselves here moving forward.
I did not see this coming. I thought they were set up to have a great season. But boy, it has been far from great up to this point.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Here is Forbes, and now the Lakers starting group. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Lonzo Ball out there with Hart. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now, Steve, you can see it. Some players starting to feel the fatigue of a long season. How much you think is from the travel aspect of being a player in the NBA?
Kevin, I think it's a lot about the travel. The travel is a grind. And I think being able to sleep on planes, that is an art. I couldn't do that, and I think that's where guys are trying to find different ways where they're comfortable getting a lot of rest on planes. But you got to find a way once you get to that city to, I guess, have some discipline where you can stay in, not go out to dinners, and spend a lot of times using that time to recover.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Count that bucket.
He's so explosive. Derozan able to make plays inside, causing the defense to have to make a tough decision.
From down in the low post, it goes.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Incredible anticipation by LeBron. Kick starts the break.
Here is Forbes. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Derozan passes to Forbes. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Forbes has got his first 3 points of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's LeBron with the drive. He gets it in there.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. They double him with LeBron. Here's Gay. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
This is the confidence Rudy has in himself, looking to score as soon as he gets the rock.
LeBron James again. LeBron's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Down low and stolen by Kuzma. All alone. Whoa!
Goodness.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. To the middle. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It's Gay on the way. The offensive rebound, Aldridge. Off on the layup. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against San Antonio. LeBron, good.
I'll tell you, trying to guard LeBron, it's easy to get frustrated, and it's been that way all night.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
You know what? That's unfair to the bench to expect them to pick up all of the slack. They need to stay away from slapping and reaching.
You every summer. You're the only woman on my mind. You're the only way I spend my time. Tick, 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 boom. Can't get you out of the room of my head. Take 2, is it too soon to get you in my bed? I want you now. I need you up the bed. I want you now. I want you right now. I get it, I'll be right down.
You're the only one that makes me wait all the time. Oh yeah, you blow my mind. Boom, boom, you blow my mind. You're the only one that can tender my skin. You're doing damage. Nobody's ever been. I gotta get you.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for James. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter. Not an easy matchup for opponents.
And Smitty discussing Gay, he seems better now at getting his points within the flow of that offense.
Experience gives you poise. It gives you a bigger view of the game. Gay's able to stay patient now and pick his spots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end, and LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
And so Gay nails both of them.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now, a valuable wingman with incredible length.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. LeBron's got 16.
Completely on his game, hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Knocked loose. And the dunk by James.
They're at their best when LeBron pushes. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And they double up Derozan. That one good for 2.
heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
Well, he has the ability to get you off on the right foot. Now it's just about sustaining it.
Now here's Kuzma. After LeBron James's miss. For three, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Derozan. Pass to Cunningham. Here is Forbes. Aldridge trying to break free.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now here's Gay. Coming off 31 points last game. And they double up DeRozan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Gotta appreciate the physicality of Gay's game. A strong athlete who forces the D to hit him inside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
Obviously, the Spurs went through a number of lineups last season. Younger guys filling major roles. Big shift for this organization.
That one is no good. And despite the changeover, the Spurs still managed to take care of the basketball.
4th in the league in fewest turnovers from a young group. Popovich demands efficiency.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron, one of the best to ever play the game?
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Free throw good, James.
What is there to say about LeBron that hasn't been said? One of the all-time greats who can completely carry a team.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Well, the big story in the offseason was LeBron's free agency. You knew that there would be a ton of rumors flying around about where he might end up. Honestly, I'm sure he's glad it's over with and can once again focus on the court. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
And that one's good by Gay. And for LeBron, it's really about the media circus, Greg, that surrounds him when he's a free agent.
And boy, it's hard because his free agency is the story in the NBA. Honestly, maybe the story in sports. The decision he made with this team completely shaped and shifted the outlook of the entire league. All other free agents and teams were just waiting to see what he'd do before the dominoes start to fall.
The Spurs making a switch here. Berton has checked in. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Gay outside. San Antonio again missing. Goes up the baseline. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 21 points for LeBron.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this league.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Smitty, for players going from college to the pros, which skills tend to be most immediately transferable?
You know, I think the skills on offense, a lot of times those guys are able to drive the basketball and penetrate. Those are the guys that can transfer easily from college. I think it's hard shooting-wise, being able to shoot the three ball at the college level, because at the NBA level, the line is pushed back. And I think the one skill level that gives a lot of young guys gives them a hard time is defensively. I think that's the one skill is not easily transferred to the NBA.
Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Lakers, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And, of course, San Antonio, 4.5 games behind.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
So it's the Spurs now, 11-point game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Nice shot by James.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Passes to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Back to Gay. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That's on LeBron James. Well, we're always talking now about the modern super teams, whether they're a good thing or they're bad for the game. But the counter is that we've always had super teams at one time or another. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think we've always had super teams, Kevin. You look back at the Lakers with Magic and Kareem and Worthy. Those is kind of like a big three. And you look at the Celtics back in the day with McHale, Bird, Parrish, those guys. I think right now what you're looking at is we haven't seen where MVPs go join other MVPs. That's where it's been the change right now. Now you're seeing the super teams. That's why I think it's changed.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for Los Angeles, Beasley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stevenson comes in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Hart. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
And it's good, 2 points. Ball's got 6 points.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
And here's Mills from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Here's Bellinelli following the basket by Lonzo Ball. And Ball comes to help. Inside. Here's Mills. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
The Spurs have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Line for two.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Rudy Gay hits them both. Lakers leading by 13. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
And the second free throw, good. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 14. Ball with the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here's Mills. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. A 3-ball. Beasley with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Lacking confidence right now in his offense. He's been shaky all period.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. And they pick up 2.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Caldwell Pope. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
To the inside, here's Pirtle, and he uses the glass on the layup. Pirtle's got his first basket of the night.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Here's Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. And here's Mills. Wants to get it to Bellinelli and does. And good that time.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
Now here's Gay. 12 points for him. And there's the pass to Bellinelli. They get the rebound. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Gay, following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Mills finds Bellinelli. Berton's shot is good. Berton's got his first points of the game.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Launches it. And the Lakers get it back. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
One shot, find the lanes.
And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Spurs have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Mills. 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Los Angeles on top as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-5 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
A fundamental part of basketball, taking advantage of guys who fail to block out.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Mills. He's out there with White. Pirtle is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Bertans in at the power forward. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Davis Bertans.
Substitution for the Spurs. Dante Cunningham.
To the middle. Here's Bellinelli. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bellinelli's got 6.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Now, here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Bellinelli. Outside, White. And here's Mills for 3. Beasley with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, shaky defense there, giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Derozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. And that one misses. So many different approaches, Steve, on offense. Some guys force the issue, but Steve, who are some guys that really practice patience?
I think LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant. I think Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard to somewhat of a degree, Chris Paul. There's so many guys. I love the way they can just let the play develop or let the game develop, and then they can take over. But those are some of the names. I think they play with a lot of patience.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, despite the final score being what it was.
Oh, sure. They did a ton of things right, and they can definitely look at those as they move forward to try to avenge that loss.
Well, free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the two-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. 5th best, Demar Derozan.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Give them all credit for the work they put in to become such great free throw shooters. Trust me, it takes a lot of work to shoot those kinds of percentages.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Cunningham. Stolen by McGee. Here's the break. Here's LeBron. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And a moment to see numbers for McGee. 4th in blocks. And also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Spurs.
This backcourt is really shouldering the load in terms of the ball movement and great assists. When you look at the overall contributions compared to the bigs, nice work on distributing.
Oh, did you see that? Wow, you knew that Derozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
Here's LeBron. Makes it off the glass. James has got 10 points in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Spurs working the ball around now. And the basket by Derozan.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lakers leading by 21. LeBron drives in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
One shot.
James, no good on the free throw. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
The Lakers have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, LeBron. Both good from the line that time. Now White, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside Derozan. He kicks it to Aldridge. Passes it to Cunningham. Off target with his 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
LeBron's shot is good.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
They double him with James. Outside DeRozan. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got 19 points.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
I'll tell you, LeBron with the ball inside feels like a foregone conclusion.
DeMar DeRozan again. He's got 21.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And again, it's LeBron James.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy, double-digit lead, and still putting it on them.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles, and the dunk by James.
The king, timeless, saying, I'm going to keep doing what I do until they catch up with me.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And there's the call on James. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
White against Caldwell Pope, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. For San Antonio, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Cunningham passes to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge. San Antonio again missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason.
That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Yes.
Athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
And White kicks to DeRozan. Back to White. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Aldridge. Outside White. Fires the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
The drive by James. Hits it again. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And his performance at the stripe hasn't been what I'd call outstanding in this game so far.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Martinez comes in for Dante Cunningham. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Derek White. And the Lakers call time here.
Checking out the stats for DeRozan. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, averaging about 23 points per, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
And the free throw, no good. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Can't hit from in close.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Good on the shot.
LeBron James.
LeBron's got 55.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Gay with no one around. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys shooting the lights out in this one, 77%.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Here is Forbes. Kicks it to DeRozan. Pass to Forbes. Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
They are just killing them on the interior.
San Antonio's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Spurs shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. To the middle, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's LeBron. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here is Forbes. To the paint, here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
That's good awareness from Derozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Spurs shooting straight 49% from the field. And Forbes kicks to Bertans. Inside. Stolen away. Pass break. The Lakers. Shoots from the right block. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by McGee. 63 points for LeBron. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Monday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Derozan finds Gay. And here is Aldridge, covered by LeBron. The three. And Rudy Gay with the three. Gay's got 15 points.
Rudy Gay knocked that one down. His three-point shot is getting better and better.
And again, LeBron James. Here is Forbes. Outside DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. Gay, that's good.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
The drive by James. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. They double him with James. And Forbes kicks to Bertans. Shot clock at 6. A three from Gay. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Up by a bunch, he's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you'd think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Gay kicks to DeRozan. Bucket is good. DeRozan's got 24.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
It's LeBron with the... He got it again! Sensational!
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all-time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it showed some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
And the Spurs with some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for Demar Derozan. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes.
Take a break.
The Lakers also making some changes. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stevenson subbed in for LeBron. That free throw missing.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
And he's good on the second. 40 seconds left in the first half. Here's Hart, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
I love how ball moves the rock. Incredible instincts on the offensive end.
34 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Mills kicks to Poeltl. Back to Mills. 6 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. No good from outside. On the wing, Stevenson. He's covered by Gay. And the basket by Stevenson.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the inside. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Mills. 20 points for Rudy Gay.
The arms of Gay go on forever, which is what makes him a big-time threat to score inside.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. He seems to have carried the momentum from his last game right into tonight. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
We come back to San Antonio now with a look at the world-famous Riverwalk with its restaurants and boats and nightclubs and people. Lots going on. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Hart is out there with ball, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Forbes kicks to Gay. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Gay. And there's the call on James. That will be foul number 5 on him. Here's Derozan. Over Hart. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The drive by James goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that's something for the team's fans and for his highlight reel.
Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And stolen by LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
In a class by himself, no one matches up with LeBron in transition.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Gay outside for the 3. Can't get it to go. Now 6 of 12 from the floor. Here's James. And another one falls. Amazing.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he has already cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. And if he passes that mark, the basketball world is going to be talking about this guy for years.
And again.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the 2nd most points in an NBA game. What a historic night.
Mind the lanes.
And to think when the night started that we'd see someone match Kobe's 81, his performance has been nothing short of magnificent.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Forbes the pass to Cunningham. He kicks to Aldridge. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Aldridge. Gay's got 22 points.
Rudy can beat you in a number of ways. Inside, outside, he is doing it. Ooh, love it, love it.
Man, they just keep coming at you. Can they sustain this level of energy for the rest of the night?
Well, as they fuel this lead, looks like the guys are feeding off the success. That keeps them going.
Shoots it up. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Ball. And Forbes kicks to Cunningham. Down low. And then Gay with the dunk.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
Lakers have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. And the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, and in terms of accuracy, they are dominating the second half.
I like that they're trying to maximize the value of each possession, and you know their coach likes it.
Forbes the pass to Cunningham. Pulls it up. No good from Gay.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open for mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
And Derozan kicks to Gay, and they double up Derozan. Pass to Forbes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. They get it again. Out to Derozan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And looking now at some numbers for Rudy Gay. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 4th in free throw percentage, 8th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Ball against Derozan. Stolen by Ball. The drive by James. Yet another bucket.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Cunningham kicks to Gay. Pass to Derozan. Over Hart. San Antonio again missing. And one item that Derozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since Derozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, he keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team. And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Forbes kicks to Gay, looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The defender gets caught in a bad position. LeBron powerful enough to convert through contact. Let's see what he does at the line.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 9 at the line. The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Chandler comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Josh Hart.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for James. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ball against White. The feed now to Derozan. Gay outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
And good! There's another.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight. And a moment here to catch his breath from this scoring rampage.
Yeah, giving his team life, and these fans enjoying the show despite themselves.
The amount of points he's generating tonight is absolutely incredible. We are blessed to be witnessing this.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Lakers second.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Knocked away. Feeds it to Gay. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
That's his second personal foul.
For Los Angeles, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James. Bellinelli, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. The Lakers also with a sub, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. He's off on the second.
Hurdle taken 9th overall in the 2016 draft. Has a great presence in the middle of the paint and can trade blows with the other big man across the league.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And Pirtle last season, Steve, earning more playing time.
He fought his way into being a rotation player, showed good grit, and was a solid contributor off the bench.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's White, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
He's on a roll. Can't let Derozan get into rhythm. He will torch you all night.
Chandler, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Timeout. 2 shots. Los Angeles calls
Now big time. Free t-shirt. Let's see who's the loudest. Big time. Big time. Boy, and now I'm getting cash money. They don't get no cash for me. We up on the offense and we drop it. Y'all squad wannabes. Y'all really not the stop. Whoa, I know you see me grinding. I don't ride no rollie cause my time is timeless. Why you tricking off racks on that? I'm tucking money in the safe for my kid and I'm good in the hood. Never tell that girl the truth, I'ma lie to her. Word to my baby mama, see us where I wasn't. But I'm the father of the year and she'll tell you I'm him. New dream, I am way up at the rim. Pool full up, then I'ma take a swim. If she ain't texting about no money, I ain't reading it. I'ma get some, then I'm a girl, I ain't need you. Oh, I'm ballin' like babies. They wanna have my baby. Nah, fresh like mayonnaise.
Lance Stevenson's checked in for LeBron.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Lonzo Ball? He's getting around 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Chandler with the steal. Basket, good. Chandler's got 5 now.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
White inside. He's covered by Ball. That's tipped.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots. Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 20 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And finished off by Derozan.
Keep your head on a swivel with Derozan on the floor. He'll finish way up top with an alley-oop.
Caldwell Pope finds Stevenson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Derozan at the basket on the assist from Gay. Gay's got his third assist on the night.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
And not the first time we've seen this. When KCP's confident, when he's in rhythm, he can fill it up with the best of them.
Now here's White. He has 6. Derozan passes to Pirtle. And White kicks to Bellinelli. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Caldwell Pope. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. White against Ball. The pass to Bellinelli. It's rebounded by Stevenson. LA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points in the quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Ball against White. He feeds it to Pirtle. Will it go? And the shot is good.
And despite the defense being draped all over Pirtle, he gets the job done. He's money around the bucket.
Here's Ball. 12 points for him. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Ball's got 14 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Derozan. And finished off by Derozan.
You have to put Derozan on the short list for best finishers in the NBA. He is fearless going to the rack.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Gorgeous reverse. Terrific body control in traffic.
Spurs shooting in the second half so far about 45%. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. And the 3 off target.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Baseline try. Off the left rim and out. And it's Derozan with the ball for the Spurs. Kicks it to White. 1:56 left to play in the third. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Oh, man. He hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
A baseline J, and it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's White, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Second, Rudy Gay.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
And I don't think there's a player on that list who can't also light it up from the outside. Every one of those guys is a hot streak just waiting to happen.
First free throw is good. Davis Bertans checks in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And both free throws good for White. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Stevenson drives in, buries it down low.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
And White kicks to Derozan, pass to Bertans. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for LeBron.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in. There's a minute left in the third. Bertans can't get it to go. Bertans gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Hart. Up and in on the layup. Hart's got 9.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
Right side, White. He kicks to Mills. Back to White. Bertle, the pass to Derozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Hart. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Mills looking it over. White, good. White's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Known as more of a shooter than a playmaker, Mills has improved at running the offense.
Yep, it counts.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Here's DeRozan. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He caused a lot of headaches with his defense that quarter, coming up with steals again and again. We come back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Spurs shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. We've got Medu, Mills out there with White. Then there's Quincy Pondexter, and it's Bertans in at the 4 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pondexter kicks to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From deep 3-point range, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, we've seen the growth of the G League, especially in how much it's been utilized for player development. A lot of guys going up to the NBA level. Steve, how do you think we'll see this evolve over the next 10 years?
I think the G League and this partnership with the NBA and teams has been fantastic. It's kind of similar to baseball right now in the minor leagues, and the teams have done a great job of having the flexibility to bring guys up and down. I love it for a lot of these young guys to get a chance to develop and also be a part of, I would say, the big team.
Excellent point. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And he can't hit the second. And he nails the third.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Outside, White. To the right side. Pondexter, the pass to White. Lays it up off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. To the middle, here's Bertanis, and he banks in the layup.
This is what your spacing is designed to do, find cracks in the defense.
Clark, that's good.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
To the inside, here's Mills, and he banks in the layup. The Lakers have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And yes, it's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Spurs shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Outside, White. To the middle, it's deflected. Bertans kicks to Pondexter. And here's Mills from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Mills has got 7 points here in this quarter.
All day, Mills will do this for you. Lightning quick on the catch and release.
Timeout called the Lakers. There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Josh Hart. So it's the Lakers now. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Good on the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Lakers ball.
And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Tuesday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town. For Los Angeles, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Kuzma can't get it to go. The shot's good.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
White against Stevenson. Beasley comes with the double team. Over in the corner, Bertans. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Zubats, that's good.
Zubats.
White with it. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association and also the NBA, and I think organizations as well, I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. Just 5 on the clock. Pondexter no good. Lakers have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Cunningham's checked in. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Mills. Back to Pondexter. Puts it up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points.
Shot's
so
good.
1 free throw coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
First personal foul, team second.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games, but I think overall just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. Mills has gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. And the basket by Stevenson.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
Stevenson against White. A rebound by the Lakers. Stevenson right side. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
White the pass to Medu. He dishes it to Pondexter. Now White fires for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting. White's gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore. As you look back, is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I couldn't imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah. Stolen by Stevenson. Mikhailuk takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Medu. And there's the pass to Pondexter. Mills in the corner. Pass to Medu. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Mills can't hit. McGee inside. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution for the Spurs. Number 14.
Shot from the inbound. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Kuzma, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And here's Mills from the arc. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not.
Kicks to Pondexter. Lots of room. And another basket for San Antonio.
Sometimes you get tunnel vision being that close inside, but he saw the entire court and threw it out to an open teammate.
And here's Stevenson for 3. The shot, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Bellinelli against Stevenson. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Lets it go. And another basket for San Antonio.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The 3 from Stevenson. Offensive rebound. McGee. Banked in off the glass.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
You know, I wonder, where's the passion? You can't afford a no-show here on the defensive glass.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Mikhailuk. Second chance shot, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Pass to Mills. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, good awareness from Mills. Catches the defender out of position, takes advantage.
Your Spurs, Patty Mills, taking 2 shots.
Two.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. McGee trying to break free. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out, Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor, Draymond Green, they just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Baseline J on the way, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And San Antonio called for the foul.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Lance Stevenson. Davis Bertans checks in for San Antonio. He doesn't get the second one. Nails the baby hook.
And here in the second half, their production on the offensive glass has slipped. I mean, they had the lead, but that has been an issue.
Guarded by McGee, and Mills kicks to Bellinelli. Passes it to White. Spurs passing it around. And it's good for 2.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
They grab their own miss, and he makes that one.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
There's 1:47 left in the game. Mikhailuk. That one a little long. The Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Stevenson against Bellinelli. Here's Mills. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
And here's White. He kicks to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. .23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. It's good.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
White the pass to Mills. Rebounded by McGee. Caldwell Pope left side. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And we're seeing a little more of this from KCP, working that in-between area, trying to improve his efficiency.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.